What's going on, everyone? The year that we won the NBA championship in 2020, we had two centers that were just the workhorses, right? You had Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee that were doing all the dirty work and were really great for us. And we won by playing big, right? You had these two. You had Anthony Davis. The beauty of Anthony Davis is you could close with him at the 5 if you needed to, or a big game 7 or something like that. And you had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee that understood their role. They knew their role, and they were willing to embrace it and be the best at that role. And that's what we need, because last year, the biggest problem that we had was size, right? Like when Anthony Davis went down, that was it. When you're playing LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony at center, that's usually a bad sign that like you just don't have enough size on your roster. And luckily, we got size this season. We could use another wing player, absolutely. But we definitely have centers that could be very good and very helpful this season. So that's what I wanted to do in this video, kind of go over the centers that we have on this roster, and then we'll start diving into all the other positions as well. So let's start off with the centers. So right off the bat, Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis, look, he'll also be mentioned in the power forward position because he's going to play power forward, but he's worth mentioning at center because he will play center, I assume, on several occasions throughout the season, but also come playoff time, I think we'll see Anthony Davis play a lot of center because that's where he is best utilized, right? At that center position. If we have a game 7 or something crucial like that, or, it's just like a tough matchup and we're down 2-1, guess who probably starts at center? It's Anthony Davis. And the beauty of Anthony Davis is he's that perfect mismatch. And especially against the centers of this league, because he's too skillful, too fast, too, point guard-like for the bigs to guard him. Anybody smaller than him, he just is bigger and just can shoot over and stuff like that. So Anthony Davis is the ultimate mismatch. He's also, I believe, our biggest component, right? I think we go as far as Anthony Davis takes us this year. And so we need him to be healthy. We need him to operate. And so he's going to play a lot of the 4 spot. But again, he's worth at least talking about, even briefly, and we'll dive into him a lot more when we get to the 4th position. But I think it's worth at least just bringing up because he's going to play the 5. We're going to see him play the 5. We may even get some small ball lineups where you have Anthony Davis at the 5 and then like a couple, of our guards and stuff like that. I just think that, Anthony Davis is definitely going to get some burn at the 5, just like he did in the 2020 year. And if we have a crucial, important moment or a crucial, important game, or even to close out games, like I wouldn't be shocked if Anthony Davis plays the 5 to close out big games, right? So just things to keep in mind. But look, the big offseason acquisitions, Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant has the potential to be absolutely incredible on this team. We're going to run an offense that really suits his skill set. A big that could shoot the 3 ball, shoot it efficiently, which is good. High energy guy, high motor, can block shots, rebound, do a little bit of everything. And I think him at the 5, I do believe Thomas Bryant is going to be the one that starts at the 5, but I wouldn't be shocked if, some moments Damian Jones, things like that. I just think that Thomas Bryant, for what Darvin Ham wants to run offensively, as well as just like the skill set that he has compared to Damien Jones, I really think that he gets the nod. But beyond that, Thomas Bryant, before injury, because you got to remember, he ended up getting hurt, right? And before injury, he was a monster for the Wizards. And that's something that needs to not go unnoticed because that guy, he's a guy that's put up like 17 and 10 games and has had, he averaged last season, he averaged 7, 4, and 1 assist in 16 minutes on 52% shooting, but he only played like 20 games or 20 games. And then, but prior to that, he was a 15, 7, and 3 guy. With, multiple block shots. He's for a career on 20 minutes, which that's probably what he plays. So on his career for 20 minutes, he's a 10, 6, and 2, 3 guy. But that's all we need from that center spot. All we need is a guy that can just go get us 10 to 15 points a game. On a good night, you give us 15, but on average, you're giving us 10. Perfect. Beautiful. High energy, high motor. He's a guy that he had like a 30 and 17 game once. Like, the guy is young. He's 6'10 size, so he's got great size, great height, great length. He's young at age 25. So he really can be a huge impact, I believe, on this team. And just the intangibles. He also is a guy we could play at the 4 position, right? Which I'll probably bring him up in the 4 spot as well, because we could go big. Like, you could have Damian Jones and Thomas Bryant play in certain situations. Or if Anthony Davis misses a game or something, Thomas Bryant you could have play the 4 spot because he's able to shoot the 3 ball so well. I do imagine that the Lakers work him out in the 4 from time to time, and maybe even run some sets with that as we try to figure out and navigate what are the best lineups, what are the best pairings, stuff like that. But I think Thomas Bryant has the potential to be a huge, huge X factor on our team. He is more skilled. He is more skilled than both JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard when they were with the Lakers. Both of our big men are. Our big men are more well-rounded, younger, athletic big men than when we had the 2020 team. So as great as Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee were, we have a better front court than we did then. Now, obviously, the veteran experience and stuff like that is a factor. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to leave that out. But, hey, we got LeBron James, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Anthony Davis, you got Patrick Beverley. We got enough of veteran presence to really rub off on these guys. And we need that high energy, athletic, just able to run the floor, which he can do, all of that stuff. And then Damian Jones, again, was both of these guys. What's amazing is both of these guys were Lakers at one point, and the Lakers just let them go. And now they're back, luckily. And we really could have used both of these guys the last several years, right? Damian Jones, high energy, high athletic, high motor style player. Him with Sacramento was fantastic last year. I mean, he really was a real contributor. And I think, again, he's a guy that I don't think he starts, although I wouldn't be surprised if he does start in spots. But again, 27 years old, he's 6'11", so he could play the center position. Thomas Bryant, like I said, could play the 5 position or play the 4 position. He's a guy that, again, 8 points a game last season, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a bunch of blocks, and he played 56 games in only 18 minutes. So another guy that could play 15 to 20 minutes a game and give you 10 to 15 points, give you, some solid rebounds, give you some block shots, alter shots. But I love his energy. I love what he brings to the table as just this motor night in and night out. Also, he's a guy that can shoot the 3 ball. So he shoots 33% for his career from 3, which is great for a big man. But to be fair, he's only taken 49 threes or something like that his entire career. So he doesn't have a huge sample size to go off of. But he's talked during media day and stuff and brought up, that he's willing to take that challenge. He's willing to shoot the 3 ball more. He's willing to kind of add that to his game. And he believes that the percentage he shoots at now can translate well even with volume. So hopefully that works out. Because if it does, okay, so if Damian Jones can become a reliable 3-point shooter, I think Damian Jones starts over Thomas Bryant. Because Damian Jones is a better shot blocker and a little more athletic, not as injury prone as Thomas Bryant has been lately, but I just think that he offers just that engine. Great lob threat, all of that. He would be more versatile than Thomas Bryant would be if he could knock down the 3 ball. The reason Thomas Bryant very likely starts over Damian Jones is because of the consistency that Thomas Bryant has from the 3-point range. Now, if Damian Jones can translate that, I do think he starts. Because I think he's more go, 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 go. He runs better, all of that stuff. He's more athletic, and he's naturally taller. So that's something else too. And it would give us kind of that true center that I think would really help. But all in all, regardless, whether it's Damian Jones, whether it's Thomas Bryant, I think we are in great hands with those 2 guys. And then moving on to Wenyen Gabriel. Wenyen Gabriel, I I don't think he's going to get a ton of run at the 5, but I think he's a guy that can and perhaps will play the 5 in certain lineups, especially teams go small. Have Anthony Davis sitting on the bench. Wenyen Gabriel can come in. So say we're playing the Warriors and they have Draymond at the 5. Wenyen, big enough, strong enough, sturdy enough to go and guard a Draymond. You could have him. I think Wenyen is going to play more 4. And if he really did improve his 3-point shooting, we have hope, because the only thing the Lakers asked him to do was improve his 3-point shot. That was it. They were like, look, if you want to stay on this roster and you want us to pick up your option next season, we need you to improve your 3. And he said he did. He said all he did this offseason was watch tape and learn what the Lakers want from him and then just work on his 3-point shooting. So hopefully it's well. And I imagine the Lakers did their due diligence. So I could see him playing a lot of the 3. I could see him playing a lot of the 4. But I do think, especially if he can shoot the 3 ball, we could see him in that Bobby Portis role, where they go small. They have, the smaller center, the 6'9" guy down low at the center spot, but he can step out, knock down threes, rebound, do a little bit of everything. I could see Wenyen Gabriel getting some run at the center spot. I don't think he gets a ton of it, but I do think he can. I do think in the right matchups, the right moments, the right situations, if we go small, say we go small run and gun with Wenyen at the 5, Westbrook at the 1, you got, so say Walker, Reeves, and it's just we're running and gunning. Let's go, boom, off to the races. I could see them running sets like that and Wenyen playing the 5 in those spots. Obviously, he's not going to be guarding the Joel Embiids of the world, stuff like that. But, like I said, a Draymond, he's going up against, say Portis, something like that. You could have him play the 5 spot. The Nets want to run Ben Simmons at the 5, right? There you go. Wenyen Gabriel, push him around, big body, just kind of get under him. High energy guy. I expect Wenyen to have a real impact this season. I think he may be a real head turner for a lot of us Laker fans. But at the end of the day, I really like our center spot. I think we have great versatility. I think we have options. I think either of these guys could start for us, and it would be justifiable. I think both of these guys offer different elements and different layers. But just like that 2020 team with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, these guys are going to know their role. They're going to understand their role. They're going to know what is expected of them and what they need to do, and I do expect them to buy in and do that. That's what made Dwight Howard sort of reinvent his career, was accepting that role of just being the cleanup crew, being the enforcer, being the guy that, is willing to do the dirty work. I think Damian Jones is that more than Thomas Bryant, but I think both of them will, as far as the dirty work and stuff goes, just that high energy, high hustle, banging down low, stuff like that. I think Damian Jones is that more than Thomas Bryant, but Thomas Bryant is very capable of doing that. They can stay healthy. I think that we have a very good front court, excellent rotation. I mean, with these two, Anthony Davis, Wenyen Gabriel, if you needed to, you could always go JTA at the 4, stuff like that, which, again, we'll dive into once we get to the 4s. So I think if you need to, these two guys can play the 4, they can play the 3, or I'm sorry, play the 4, play the 5. You got Anthony Davis, you got Wenyen Gabriel for small ball. I think you're in a good spot. You could alternate these guys. I do. I really like our front court. I really like our center spot. I think we're going to see that reinvigorated center position and just the center position making a real impact, period. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think of this Lakers front court? What do you think of, Thomas Bryant and Damian Jones? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? However you feel, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Did you like the breakdown? Do you agree with my points? Do you not? Do you think Anthony Davis plays the 5? Do you think Wenyen Gabriel plays the 5? However you feel, love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let me know down in the comment section below. Quick little shameless plug, everyone. If you enjoy my videos and commentary here on this channel, As It Stands Lakers, then check out the link down in the description below and go subscribe to As It Stands. Believe it or not, As It Stands was the first channel. If it wasn't for that channel, this channel would never have existed. Because of the success of that channel, it led me to want to create this Lakers channel. So do me a huge solid. If you're not subscribed over there, go check that out. Go subscribe over there. I talk all things sports, all teams, things like that, not just the Lakers. So if you just enjoy my commentary and want to hear me talk about other things, or you just, are a fan of other sports and other teams, go check that out. I promise you will not be disappointed. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.